Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the one and only, the true and living legend, Honcho J23. I want to welcome you to a very special edition of Independent Scene Podcast with yours truly, Honcho J. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for joining me on this afternoon. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be back with you guys once again. Today we got a really dope guest in the building. He goes by the name of Coop. He's an artist. Out here doing this thing, what I'm saying? He's putting on for the culture, putting on for the community, and I definitely cannot wait to chop it up with him. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please help me welcome my special guest right here to Independent Scene Podcast, the one and only, the homie and the bro, Coop. Let's get it. Hold on, let me see. All right, waiting on my mans to join. Then we're gonna get this party started. You know what I mean? What up, bro? What up?
Man, top of the morning, King. What's going on?
Coolin', man. How you, man?
Man, blessed, man. Blessed, man. You good?
That's
How
what's.
you been, man? Shout out to the podcast, man. Independent
Hey,
Scene
hey, I,
Podcast.
hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. First of all, man, definitely want to welcome you to the platform, man. It's definitely an honor and a pleasure to be chopping it up with you, my brother. You know what I mean?
Man, same here, man. Feelings is neutral, for real.
Most definitely. Well, first of all, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the people, man. Then we're gonna jump right into it.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's going on, world? I go by Coop. Uh, straight out of Westmont, South Central California. Uh, man, I'm part of an amazing team. Go by OTM, Only Timeless Music. We a family. We moving strong right now. And right now, that's basically it as far as me just introducing myself. There's more to
Most,
come. You feel me?
most definitely, most definitely. Well, like I said, definitely, man. Welcome, man. Feel free to
Uh,
be yourself, express yourself as you see fit. There's no censor, so you ain't gotta censor yourself. Say exactly how you feel, and just have a good time. You know what I mean?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So first things first, man. How
Talk to
long
me.
have you been doing music, and how long, and when did you start?
Man, music comes just naturally as a kid growing up. You feel me? Like mom cleaning up early Saturday morning like these, you feel me, playing music and just getting a rhythm. But I actually started rapping about like 2 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was it about music that made you want to like take it so serious? Like what made you take it really serious, like to really get into it?
Man, I believe as like just being humans, man, we all got our book, we all got a story. I
Right.
think, especially growing up and where we come from, the poverty, we all got a story. It's the same story. Every city, every block, same story. We just tell it different. So I feel like I'm able to tell my story too.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, so speaking of that, what so just real quick, just to give us a little bit of what is your story like? Where did you like tell me how was it for you growing up as a kid and being where you're from? Like what was that like for you?
Growing up in South Central, man, people know South Central. I'm pretty sure you probably seen like Boys in the Hood.
Of course.
Yeah,
The
that's
classic.
just that's just a glimpse of imagination. But yeah, man, it's mostly like that. So just come from where we come from. You just gotta have a strong mind, and believe in yourself. Just be you.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you this, man, because you're my second guest that I've had from California, man. So I gotta ask you, man, what is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
music?
yeah.
What is the music scene out there like in California, man? I know it's something, man. Talk to us about it.
Man, the music scene out here live, man. The city going crazy. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a concert last night with Bino Ride Ox and all them out there. They from the
Okay.
same section. They from the same section as us. And then right now, man, a lot of people got the scene. Much respect to like Draco and them. I like the RJs, the Mustards, uh,
Okay.
the OGs as well. They still doing it. Like even Snoop about to drop a CD, or I think he about to drop a CD as well. So man, I think just our culture as well, just coming from South Central, man, it's creative, it's innovative.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, as I can see, I see of course, the weather is beautiful. It's amazing out there.
Yeah, man.
How?
Let me see if I can flip the camera for you, man. I'm outside, man. We outside.
Okay,
Palm trees, yeah. Give you the
okay,
real LA
okay.
weather.
So let me ask you. So they always say the weather in California is always beautiful, man. Is it always like that, or is it or does it have its days?
Nah, man. When we get rain, people be like, "It's thank God," but other than that, it's always sunny, man.
Most
Jet
definitely,
ski, jet ski weather, man. Sunshine, city of angels.
most definitely, most definitely. Now I want real quick. I want to kind of get into the name, your name. How did you get the name Coop? Where did that name come from?
Man, originally, my last name is Coop. It's Coop
Okay,
Burns. So I just took. What's going on, bro? I just took the ER off and I came with Coop. I think it's original. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? It's timeless. And just with the music culture, I think that's the main thing. Just telling your story, just being you. It's most important.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you this, man. What makes you and your music and your sound so different and so unique from all the other great talents and artists out here in the world?
Man, what separates me, like I said, man, we all got our own story. And I think once you believe you can tell your story, I think that'll separate you in itself. But at the end of the day, I think we all trying to send the same message, teaching the youth, even just telling your self story, and
Mm-hmm.
just trying to improve your life. I think that's why we all doing what we doing, just trying to do better every day, just trying to be better than yesterday. You know,
Okay, I feel that. I feel that. Now, growing up, who has been some of your influences in this music scene? Like, who did you grow up listening to as a kid?
oh man, I grew up listening to a lot of people, but I'm gonna say top of my list was Hove,
Okay,
uh, Ice Cube.
okay, okay,
Uh, I used to listen to Hot Boys and shit. Hot
okay,
Boys used to grow up. What's that? Cash Money, Lil Wayne. Um, Now, shit, it's a lot of hot artists out there. I listen to like RJ, uh, YG. Those basically the artists I basically like pitch my game after.
okay, okay. So now let me ask you this: when it comes to putting out the music that you put out, what is the besides your message? Like, what is the main message within your music that you're trying to get out there to the world and that you want people to know about your music?
Man, really, that we all just like free spirits. We all learning every day, and like I said, just being you. You know what I'm saying? I think my music, like when I go in the studio, it's just that feeling. Like I hear a beat and you hear the beat and you just give out that feeling, you give out that vibe, that emotion. So
Right.
I just think, man, really just being you in your music, man, whatever it is, just being you in your music and staying true to your craft.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you this, man. Because we all, I feel like in some way, form, or fashion, we all grew up around music, man. But what genre of music do you always feel like you always related to? Was it hip hop? Was it R&B? Was it what was more your field?
Man, it's more hip hop, but like when you with the ladies and shit, you gotta be on top of your R&B and shit too. So
Right, right, right.
it's a balance, man. It's like you causing chaos and balance at the same time.
Okay,
Uh, but I would say primarily it'll be hip hop,
okay,
rap,
okay.
music. Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. So going back to your catalog and your library of music that you have put out, what's been that song that you put out that not only that the people rock to, but you yourself find yourself rocking out to?
Man, I would say, man, honestly, I believe in all the body of work. But I would say, right now, probably keep pushing. It's more like a motivational anthem. It's like an early morning get up, like a breakfast song. You know what I'm saying? Like music you can play in the morning. You know how they say like no rap before 12. You can actually you can
Right, right, right.
you actually can play that song right there before 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
think "Keep Pushing" is one of my top tracks right now.
Okay. Now tell us real quick, like what is your stage presence and your crowd presence like whenever you're, preparing to do a show or any show for that matter. What is the crowd interaction and your presence like being on stage?
Man, crazy you say that. Actually got a live performance October 7th.
Okay.
Uh, Shout out to LA Playerism too for doing that. I would think just a live presence. I think just having fun, man. Just being excited out there. Just people feeling the vibe, just engaging with the crowd. So I think
Okay.
that's basically my stage presence.
Okay. Now, when it comes to, again, going back to the crowd thing for just a second, when it comes to crowd participation, man, what is it usually a mixture of people that you get, or is it pretty much, or do you have, or do you as an artist have a specific range that you're looking to reach?
Ah, nah, man. Worldwide, I think it's like a spreading effect, a domino effect. You want to touch everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? I think if I think that's the main thing with like the mainstream artists is like you can go to a concert and you know they every word. I think so. I think just making sure everybody in the spot is like attentive to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the main thing.
Okay. Okay. Now, have there been any artists or entertainers that you've seen that you're like, yo, like I would love to, work with this particular artist, or I would love to get in the studio and work with this particular, voice.
Man, you know what, man? Honestly, it's a lot of people. To buckle it down, I'll probably be selfish. But
It's
man, it's
all
a
good.
lot of
It's all
people,
good.
and then like I said, like right now with me, I got features, but I think I'm good right now, man, as far as the features going. So I think I'm just moving right now. Uh, got a strong team on the side, some couple strong artists as well. So yeah, man, I think right now I'm just be focused on what I need to do, and just putting in that time.
Most definitely. Now, talk to us about this team that you're a part of. How did that all come about? What's this team like for you, been like for you?
Oh man, this team is like I said before, a lead of extraordinary people. Man, everybody got a capability, a special intent. We got integrity around us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is actually 100 over here. So um, the initial stands for OTM, only timeless music, but it's more than that. Um, it's a tribe, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, okay. So now, man, let me ask you this, man, because and I'm not sure if you're very familiar with, or if you keep track with it, but we've been having a lot, and I do mean a lot of battles entitled verses that's been produced by Timbaland and Swiss Beats, man. So I got to get your
oh
your
yeah,
feet.
yeah, yeah.
I got to get your feedback, man, on what's been your most favorite battle that you've seen, and who do you see next stepping into the ring?
Man, my most exciting battle. Man, I don't know if you noticed, but nobody really from the West Coast really do the battle except Snoop. Snoop did it with DMX, so that was legendary.
Right,
Um,
right.
but my favorite one, I would say, the Locks versus Dipset. Man, that shit was crazy.
Okay, okay,
That shit was
okay.
crazy. Uh, if I had to see a versus though, I probably would go like I probably go like a Kanye and Drake right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, bring out the real people and all that, all the conversations that they having or whatever. That
Right,
actually put
right.
it on the stage for the fan, for the culture. So I think that'll be a good versus.
Okay, okay. Now, let me ask you this, man, because again, you spoke about the ladies, man, and the ladies have truly, have been breaking those glass ceilings, man. And we got so many women doing this music thing, man. What is your intake and your feedback on, women just period taking over this male dominated industry?
Man, I'm telling you, you need a balance in everything. Everything is like a yin and a yang. So Of course, I think just women just having the confidence to do their thing. It all started with legends like Lauryn Hill, Erica Badu, and you know, great artists like that for the culture that put on Missy Elliott.
Right.
The legends. So, but even now, you got these young artists. It's like Cardi, Nicki. Uh, what's the other one? B- Big Bag something. What's her name?
Um.
Lotto,
Yeah.
Lotto.
Lotto. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. So I just think the women just being confident in themselves, being able to create and show their craft.
Okay. Okay. So now let me ask you this, man. When it comes to being in the studio, man, because I'm sure I'm sure you be in the studio. How many hours are you mainly in studio? Putting out your craft and doing your thing.
And no cap, I ain't been putting as much hours as I should. But I would say right now, I think honestly, man, if you can, just when you do get in the studio, you gotta lock in, man. I wouldn't say 10 hours at least, because at the end of the day, you gotta vibe, you gotta feel that energy. So I think like 10 hours at least, that'd be like a studio time.
Okay. Okay. Now let
Like
me ask
going
you
to
this.
work.
Right, that part, that part. Now let me ask you, now if you could put together a 5-star dream team of artists that you would love to see do an album together, who would those 5 artists be?
Ooh, is that like you want mainstream or you want right now? Like.
Hey, it don't even matter. However you wanna put it.
Oh man, I like that. Of course, I gotta be on the track.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
I feel that.
Nah, but man, a dream team track, I would probably say Dr. Dre producing. I'm gonna take Jay-Z. I'm gonna take Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
I'm gonna take B.I.G.
okay,
I'm gonna take Pop.
okay.
I'm gonna put Nip on there.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Uh, all the while, this is produced by Dre, by the way.
Okay,
You feel me?
okay.
So, but who else would I put on there? I put Drake on there too, man. I put Drake on there.
Okay, okay, I can see a star-studded album like that. Okay,
I
okay.
gave you more than five though, but yeah,
Yeah,
you feel
you
me?
did, and I like that. I like that. All right, so let
Yeah,
me ask you this. So let me ask you this then. So again, being in California, man, we've had so many dope classic California movies that come from the West Side, man, and the
yeah,
South Side of California, man. You mentioned Boys in the Hood being one of those movies, man. But I gotta ask you, what's been your most favorite hood classic movie of all time?
man. I grew up a hooper, so like a hood classic for me. Do it got to be like South Central, or it could be like
I mean,
a
hey, like
hood
I said,
classic here?
like I said, it could be either or.
Man, real talk. I grew up in South Central, so my movies. I grew up playing basketball, so I used to fuck with He Got Game. That's my all time classic movie, man. He
Okay,
got
he got game. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
right after and shit. But if I was to go a movie, I'm gonna say like Juice.
okay.
Juice is one of the movies because man, we all got them group of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we all
Right.
grew up with around them homies and shit, and just gelling together. So I say like Juice. What's another LA classic like Training Day.
Training Day. Okay. Denzel. Okay.
Training Day. Uh, I fuck with The Wash too. You fuck with The Wash.
Yeah, I do. The Wash.
Yeah,
That was another one. That was a dope one.
I fuck with The Wash. Man, it's a couple classics out there, man. The list goes on.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I feel it. I feel it. So now let me ask you this. So, mentally, whenever you prepare to do a show of any kind, what is your main focus? Like, what is your main process of preparing yourself and getting yourself ready to go out there on stage and kill it as only you can?
I think mentally just being, like you said, just mentally focusing on what you got to do. Preparation leads to excellence. So just preparing yourself, going over your songs that you gonna perform, and probably how you gonna bounce from stage right to stage left and bounce center stage. You know what I'm saying? So think all that just come with just the craft of doing it, like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
ride a bike a few times, pretty soon you're gonna hit a wheelie. You're gonna be hopping off curves and doing your thing. You feel
Right,
me? So,
that part.
yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask this because we all, I'm pretty sure we all have seen it, coming from, where you're from, California. We've seen the dirt bikes, we've seen the wheelies, we've seen it all. So, how often does that happen out there in California?
And our culture is we do that every day really, because people do rides every day. Um,
Okay.
Out here it's really bikes though, man. You could go downtown and they'll shut off the whole block because they riding bikes.
Okay.
And then we got the car club too. You know what I'm saying? So we got the takeover and shit. So that's definitely big, which is like a car club that get it
Okay.
cracking. You know what I'm saying? You probably hear them burning up your streets. You feel me? So that's
Okay.
how it go. Yeah, it's a
All
lot of
right.
culture out here, man. You ever been to the city?
I've never been to California. I would love to come out there, man, because I hear it's everything out there for real, for real. But of course, some money too.
Yeah, man. Hey, don't believe.
You said what now? You went out on me.
You got good weather. You know what I'm saying? The weather's good. It's crowded right now. Everybody moving here, but you definitely got to come enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah,
Come
I'm gonna
to the
have to,
city,
man.
man. Touch
I
down.
definitely would. Exactly. I would definitely love to take a trip, man, because it's crazy because I'm meeting again. Like I said, you're my second artist that I've met out of California, man, and I say, if I could make any type of connections with people from California, that'd be another way for me to get a chance to come out there and rock out with y'all out there in y'all city, man.
Man, you already know, man. We good, man. So you already
Most
know we
definitely.
locked in. And oh yeah, shout out, that man. That's how we got together, honestly. Just to say a little speech. Shout out to SC Bug, man.
Oh yes, sir.
My
Yes,
brother,
sir.
dream team, man. You real soldier, man. For real. So
Most
that's how we
definitely.
really got connected. So shout out my
Oh yeah,
brother, man.
yeah, definitely shout out to SC Bug. Like I said, that was my first artist from California that I had.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely a dope individual. Definitely
A general for real.
yeah, definitely, most definitely, definitely committed to his grind, committed to the game, man. So look, let me ask you this, man. So for all the young and up and coming talent of today, we got so many of our youth, man, that are coming up, rising through the ranks, that are wanting to, put their stamp and their seal on this hip hop. What advice, can you give these young artists, these young talents that are coming up, that are trying to push the envelope, if you will?
Man, believe in you. Uh, to be you is all you need to succeed, man. So just believe in your craft, whatever it is you're doing.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you this, man, because you spoke about SC Bug. Seeing that y'all, can you hear me? Yo, I can't hear you, my boy. Yo, we can't hear you. Y'all, I don't think we can hear him, y'all. Yeah, we can't hear. He went out. Yo, we can't hear you. Yo,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
what were you
You want to ask
saying?
the question again?
All
Ask
right,
the question again. I'll
all right.
go over it.
Yeah, all right. So what I was saying was the relationship that you and SC Bug have. What has that been like, having that connection with him, and being able to bond with him and whatnot?
Oh man, he's a true soldier. And we part of a team called Dream Team. We straight out of the West Coast. That's my brother, man. Day one. Um, Solid people, man.
Okay. And so the thing that I was asking previously was, what advice did you have for the young and up and coming talent of today? What is that advice to them, that for the ones that are watching and listening?
You say that again?
I was saying, what advice can you get to the younger generation of today, the ones that's coming up right now?
Oh man, like I said, just be you, man. Stay focused. Just be creative. Just be
Okay.
innovative and continue to do your thing.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, man. If you had to choose between, because California is known as the big place for where all the award shows go down. But if you had that opportunity, man, what award show or stage would you love to touch and do your thing?
Hey, that's a gangster ass question right there. That's dope. I think really I do it at the forum if I had to, and that's like
Okay.
that's or the stables though. It's like the forum or the stables. So either
Okay.
one, you feel me? But it's all a process, and I'm ready. I'm getting to it. So I think
Most
more of the
definitely.
stable. Yeah, the stables too, man. But the forum, it's like Kobe
Okay.
performing in that motherfucker.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you this: if you could take any song from any genre and turn it into your own, what would that song be and why?
Sheesh. It got to be something timeless. Any song that I can put, man. That's one song when I buckle down. Um, I probably take one of the. I'll probably take Dr. Dre and Snoop. Still, I'll probably take that.
Okay, Dr. Dre, Snoop, still. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Okay. So look, so now moving forward real quick. So when it comes to social media, man, social media is truly a huge, huge platform for so many different people all around the world.
yeah,
How has social media helped you or benefited you in any kind of way?
man. It's crazy because even like, man, it's like life, man. I'm learning something new every day with this shit. So social media is crazy, man. Like the fact that you can build a platform and be able to speak to people and to connect with people that you probably don't see on your everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Right.
it's amazing, but it's like a gift and a curse too, man, because it's poison too, man. So
Okay, okay. So now let me ask you this, man. So now I wanna kind of switch topics, man, because we've been I want to get your thoughts on relationships, man, because we have so many relationships, that people that you have your family, your friends, things, people that are getting into relationships. What is your thoughts on relationships today? Do you feel like there is a shift, or has there been a shift or change in relationships today?
and keep it 100. It's definitely a shift. I would say it's just a shift though, because like you got to think, man. As soon as you pick up your phone, it's enticing, man. So, but I think honestly, man, if you got somebody that's down for you, that's gonna rock with you through the thick and thin, whether lose or win, I think that's ultimately the goal, man. Just having somebody that's gonna stay by your side.
Most definitely, most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Now let me ask you this, and I told you I was gonna be throwing some curveballs at you now, real quick. Does
Oh
Coop himself
man,
does Coop himself have a lady in his life that that's been caught his attention?
oh man, yeah. My team is. God has blessed me, man. God has blessed me, man. I'm good on the side. My team is good.
Okay, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
now, real quick, man. So what 5 to 10 years from now, man? Where do you see yourself? Like, what do you want to do with yourself?
5 to 10 years from now, man, that's future speaking. So if you want to make somebody laugh, you want to make people upstairs laugh, tell them you got a plan. But I would think just staying focused, man. Just leveling up, you know. So wherever I'm at now, just getting better, and then actually, like I said, being able to teach the youth, man, because just open doors for people that's behind me, or you never know who watching, man, who you inspiring, or what's going on. So
Most definitely, most definitely. Now let me
yeah,
ask you this, man, because again, I want to kind of again going back to music for a second because we have so many artists, man. Even down to the youth, and it's, not, and it's not that it's no shade against them, but we have so many artists out here that are, taking what they're hearing and repeating it versus creating their own sound. Why do you feel as an artist that we have so much of that going on?
oh man, what they call it, clout chasing.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
But man, it's like I said, man, it's easy. It's easy to follow, man. Hard to lead. So I think it take a true leader. Like you got to dig inside yourself, man, and really be innovative. And I think that was the most people that's respected because, like, even now, you know what I'm saying, we get quotes from people, but those are already leaders that we follow, you know what I'm saying? They was already innovative of themselves. So I think just being, like I said, just being true to yourself, man, holding yourself down, staying 10 toes.
Okay, okay. Now, of course, I gotta mention, the unfortunate passing of one of the greatest legends in the music that has ever done it. That being Nipsey Hussle. Him
Yeah,
coming out of him coming out of California, man. How did that? What was going through your mind when you heard about this tragic news about Nipsey Hussle passing?
man, no lie, man, I was with the squad. Uh, we was actually doing our little Sunday meetings and shit. But man, that's tragic, man. It seems like we always lose the good ones, man, the leaders. You know what I'm saying? And you got to respect his craft, man. You got to respect who he was and respect how he did what he did because nobody really did that. You know what I'm saying? Especially born and raised in the culture of South Central. Not like, oh, I moved here and this is what it is. Like he was born and raised in this culture, so you know what I'm saying. You just got to understand, like, yeah, that was a tragic situation, but man, long live Nip.
Most definitely. Long live Nip. The marathon continues. All right,
Sure.
so let me ask you this, man. So your 10-year-old self, what advice would you give your 10-year-old self?
Man, stick to the script, brother. Stick to the script, man. Yeah, that's what I give myself. Just I think ultimately that's what it is, man. Just sticking to what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, okay. So let me ask you this: a typical day. What is a typical day like for Coop? When he first wake up, what is a typical day like for you?
Man, wake up, thank the people upstairs, uh, wake and bake, hit the grind, um, man, support the family, um, keep creating. Just
Okay,
every day, just trying to make it better than the last. You know what I'm saying? Like on some mama mentality, just
right.
being better than yesterday.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, you just mentioned family, man. How has your family, man, mainly, how have they been dealing with this fame and rise of fame that you're on right now?
Oh man, it ain't no fame. We just create, man. The family is amazing. I think it's all new to everybody, but at the end of the day, man, we still intact. You know what I'm saying? We still good.
Okay. So right now, give us your ultimate dream. Like, what is your ultimate dream for this world, this country, man? What is your ultimate dream?
Ultimate dream for the world. Oh, that's big. That's speaking for a lot of people. I just would say, man, for me and my people, just create better opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Just creating a playing field for us, man. Just giving us a playing field because at the end of the day, we only get one of these gifts called life. So just
Right.
create while you here, just being you. Like that's why it's much respect to you and what you're doing, man. The Independent Scene podcast, man. I respect everything you're doing, man. So that's why I'm here to eat this morning. Man, you know what I'm saying? You being innovative, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the amount of people who watching. You
Right.
getting up and you staying consistent. You creating what you want to do. I think that's the main thing right there.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right. So my last two things, man. Getting into. I want to kind of get into the sports side, man. Do you have a favorite sports team, and who do you see taking it? Next year for the chips, man. Who do you see?
And what sport, man? I watch all sports, man. I'm like ESPN, man. Me and my
Yeah, pretty
team,
much. Yeah, pretty
we
much.
just talk
Yeah,
about
pretty much.
sports.
Yeah. So that being basketball and football.
Uh, I'm gonna start with football first. Football, man. I'm a Ravens fan, Baltimore Ravens, man.
Okay. Okay.
Since day one. Basketball. I'm a Mavericks fan, man. But I definitely see the Lakers taking it this year, man. They didn't win and got the whole NBA and shit.
That part. That part.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. And who do you see taking the Super Bowl this year?
better than my team. That's how
All right,
football is.
can you
No, I
repeat
said
your? Can you repeat it?
I know I said football. I'm going with the Ravens. Ain't nobody better than my team. That's how football is. Basketball, you gotta
Okay.
basketball. You gotta respect it.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, man. So my last and final thing, man, because I've truly been enjoying this conversation with you, man,
Man,
and
yeah,
learning a
man.
little bit
Shout out
about
to
you,
all the
man.
people who viewed in, man. Everybody falling in. They just waking up, man. New
Most
life.
definitely, most definitely. Shouts out to everybody tapping in. So my last and final thing, man, when it's all over, when it's all said and done, and you decide to hang it up, if you ever hang it up, what's the one thing about you, specifically Coop himself? What is the one thing that you want people to always remember and know about you?
Man, it's always respect, man. With me, um, it was always a mission, man, a goal just to better us. And at the end of the day, man, shit, man, you already know we on a mission, man. We making timeless music on this side. Shout out to my peoples, my team, my family. The world is ours. OTM Dream Team, man. So that's basically what I would be saying.
Okay, okay, that's what's up. Well, cool, bro. Listen, I have truly, truly enjoyed this conversation, man. Definitely want to thank you for coming on here and chopping it up with us, and and sharing your journey and your story with us, man. Definitely shouts out to everybody out there in California.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man.
Shouts
Tap
out to
in
my
with the independent scene podcast, man, and any
yes,
artist
sir.
you know, make
And
sure he tap
also
in.
that part. And also, once again, shouts out to the homie SC Boog for being in the building. Another dope artist out here doing this thing. Like I said, guys, you never know who I'm gonna have next. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for joining us on Independent Scene Podcast Special Edition. Real quick, bro, let the people know where they
Hey,
can
let me
follow
get a
and
shout
tap
out.
in with
Let me
you
get
at.
a shout out. All right, for sure. Let me get a shout out, man. Shout out to Easy at Easy Felix. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Shout out to at Reezy the ruler. Shout out to him. Shout out to at Smoke Buds. Shout out to SE Bug. Shout out to the Dream Team family. Shout out to AC. Shout out to just the family, man, the team, man. And shout out to the Independent Scene Podcast.
Most
And,
deaf, most
and you
deaf.
can follow me at Hefe92.
That part, and that's everywhere, right?
Hit the link in the bio. You can find whatever that I've been up to. So, man, at Hefe92, hit the link in the bio. More music coming soon. October 7th, man. It's going to be a lit show. Shout out to Fat Dom. Man, shout out. Hey, we just making it move, man. We making movements. We're movement.
Most definitely, most definitely. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my time. I am the one and true and living legend, Hunter J23 of Independent Scene Podcast. Once
West
again, we want to
Side.
thank once again we want to thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again right here for Independent Scene Podcast. This is your boy Hunter J from the homie Coop. We out, guys.
100.
100.